Hello, good day, my glorious family. So, I welcome you to today's chapter of the day. Guess where we are going to? Let's journey straight into the book of Jeremiah chapter 29. Let me read the headline, subheading. It says Jeremiah's letter to the exiles. So let's check this out. This is the text of the letter that the prophet Jeremiah sent to Jerusalem to the remaining exiled leaders. The priest, the prophet, and all the people Nebuchadnezzar had deported from the Jerusalem to Babylon. This was after King Jeconiah, the queen mother, the court officials, the officials of Judah and Jerusalem, the craftsmen, and the metalsmith had left Jerusalem. He sent the letter with Elasah, son of Shaphan, and Gemariah, son of Ikaiah, whom Zechariah, king of Judah, sent to Babylon to King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. The letter stated, "This is what the Lord of armies, the God of Israel, says to the exiles I deported from Jerusalem to Babylon. Build houses to live in them, plant gardens and eat their produce. Find wives for yourselves and have sons and daughters. Find wives for your sons and give your daughters to men in marriage so that they may bear sons and daughters. Multiply there, do not decrease. Pursue the well-being of the city I have deported you to. Pray to the Lord on its behalf, for when it thrives, you will thrive." Let me see what verse is that. Verse 7. Okay, verse 8. Because commentary on this page is kind of up to the middle. Such a long commentary. So verse 8 says, "For this is what the Lord of armies, the God of Israel, says, don't let your prophets who are among you and your diviners deceive you. You don't listen to the dreams you elicit from them, for they are prophesying falsely to you in the name. I have not sent them." This is the Lord's declaration. Verse 10. "For this is what the Lord says, when 70 years for Babylon are complete, I will attend to you and will confirm my promise concerning you to restore you to this place. For I know the plans I have for you." This is the Lord's declaration. "Plans for your well-being, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." I think some other version says, I know the plan I have for you, the plan for good, to give you an expected end. And I always click to that. Like, I always confess that to myself, that whenever I'm worried, I'm like, when I feel like I don't know what will be the outcome of certain things, I just say, okay, I know the plan of God for my life. No matter the results, I know his plan. I know, when you just say, I know my God cannot fail me. So no matter what his plan, whatever the result is, it's going to be to my favor. Whether it's what I'm expecting or not, it will still be to my favor. Because that's when you know the God you serve, you will just be rest assured. And just keep praying and keep hoping, and that's it. What you cannot control, don't stress too much on it. You can only just pray. After all, his word says we should not be anxious for nothing, but in everything, with prayers and supplication, you should make your request known to God. So, situations you can't control, all you can do is just to pray. And whatever the will of God is, will prevail. Whether it's to your good or not, it will prevail. And that's just the will of God. But for you not to pray is the only thing I would say. Don't try to stay out of prayer, but pray. keep praying, pray again and again and again, and just keep hoping for his will to be a favorable one. But his, whatever choice God makes for us, God had made for us, is always the best, because his time is the best, his decision is the best. He knows us more than we do know ourselves. I don't want to talk too much on that. I'm sorry. So let's continue. You will call me and come to pray to me. I hope I'm in the right place. This is the Lord's declaration. Plans for your well-being, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Okay, so verse 12 says, that's verse 11. 12 says, you will call to me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. So if you were there today, if you were conversant with our post, you will know today, that's today's verse. Like, you will seek me and find me when you search me with all your heart. So for people who say, oh, when I search God, I didn't see God, like, I have never felt God. God is not talking to me. God is not. So I think you should try and do it with all of your heart, which means there should be no distraction. You have to do it with all of your heart, and you have to flee from sins, avoid your known sins, and then, just try to do what is right before the Lord, and keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it till you feel the presence of God. So another thing is, I will search for me with all your heart. Then verse 14 says, I will be found by you. This is the Lord's declaration. And I will restore your fortunes and gather you from all the nations and places where I banished you. This is the Lord's declaration. I will restore you to the place from which I deported you. Wow. Wow. I will restore you to the place I deported you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just looking at this, connecting this with immigration, kind of. Something like that. Okay, let me just pick a little bit from this Bible commentary. It says, when we seek to know God, we should search for him with all our hearts, knowing that he will ultimately respond. Then let me see where this is, reflection and response. Why do some people refuse to seek God's help even though they are experiencing difficult circumstances? It now says, see Revelation Principles 18. Revelation Principle 18. Okay. Hardened heart. So some people have hardened hearts and they would never seek God's help. For example, there was this, okay, I will stop right here, I'm sorry. So let me quickly say this because I don't want this to be up to 10 minutes. So there was this story, like the church I attend in Nigeria. So I won't mention the church, but there was a bird. They said during vigil, they said 2 black birds were flying and then 2 of them fell. Was it 2? Yes. 2 of them fell and they said 1 escaped. Then one that fell and couldn't escape later transformed into human, like an old woman. And then they took her into the church to the GO. And then they tried to, to talk to her. The GO tried to talk to her. GO was the one telling the story, actually. He said he was trying to tell her that there must be a power. You're coming from your meeting as a witch, and then your bird dropped, and then that's it. So a power dropped you, which means that power is more powerful than the power you went to worship in your coven. So would you now love to surrender to the power that dropped you? Because that means the power is bigger and greater than the power of darkness that you served. Guess what the woman said? Gio said, the old woman said, that she's not going to give up on her power, that she's not interested, that you can't talk her out of what she knows what to do, that she's not giving up her witchcraft, that she's okay with that, and she refused to give her life to Christ. That's a hardened heart. So I will stop the story right here. I'll see you again next time. God bless you, and thank you for always hanging out with me and always liking my video. I appreciate you all. I say bye for now. If you have anything to drop in the comment, please, let's hear from you.